Good evening and welcome to the second edition of Fox's Tales. With me, I have Taylor, a 14-year-old fan. Hi, Taylor. Thanks for coming on.
Hello. Thanks for letting me come on, mate.
Great. We'll get straight to it. Just going to ask you a few questions about your experiences at such a young age around Leicester City Football Club and your time as a supporter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how many years have you been a Leicester City Football Club fan?
I think around 9 years when we were in the Championship, when we won the Championship to get promoted.
Because obviously, we had the guy on last week. He was probably 3 times your age, and obviously you're quite a young age to be a fan for quite
it's
so long.
different set of answers, I guess.
Yeah. And looking at all your backdrop there, you're quite an avid fan.
Yeah, it's all around my room. It's just that's the only bit you can see in the
excellent. It just saves your dad decorating, doesn't it, with the wallpaper? Good thing. Okay. Second question then. We'll move on to the second question. Your earliest memory of attending a game for the first time, your very, very first experience at going to Leicester
when we were in the Champions League against Club Bruges. I was a mascot, and I walked out with the referee and picked up the ball and took it to the middle of the pitch, which was quite memorable.
And your age was what age were you then?
I was like 7.
7. So that was your very first experience, or the
no,
first
that's not
real
my very
sort of main experience?
That's the most memorable one that can really sticks in my head.
Wow. You've got one up on me there because I've never had that. I was having that opportunity at all. So yeah, great opportunity, great thing to have on your resume, on your CV. So very good, very good.
It was a brilliant experience. Brilliant how I could just walk with all the players, met all the players, walking in with the tunnel. It was a brilliant experience.
Awesome. Not jealous at all. So moving on to the next question. Your favourite player from what you as far back as you remember, and your favourite player of today?
Well, it's got to be Riyad Mahrez from back then. Has to be. Just technically brilliant. Every time you got the ball, you knew something was about to happen.
Good.
And to be honest, quite similar now with Maddison, but just in the middle of the pitch instead of on the right.
You're pretty much drawn to the flair sort of player, the creative player.
I like that kind of player.
The player that can turn a game on a sixpence and create and make some magic happen. Yeah.
At any point, you could just take the game by the skin of its teeth and just score.
Yeah. Good. Very good. Question 4. This is a daft question, really. Have you met any Leicester City players? Obviously, you've met them all when you were in the mascot.
Yeah, I've met the whole squad that won the league, bar Kante, really.
Yeah. So today's players, have you met any of those?
I saw Ricardo in the car once, and that's about it, really.
How did he get in your car then?
Pardon?
How did he get in your car?
He was going into the ground, and it was before a match, and I just saw him in the window, and we waved to him, and that's about all I remember, really.
So did your dad ask him to get out of the car?
Yeah, no, he just drive by, and he put his window down to speak to the person who lets them in.
Oh, so he wasn't in your car?
No.
I'm joking with you. It's all right. I'm just
as much as I wish. No.
Yeah. So aside from lifting the Premier League trophy, the most memorable moment, aside from obviously your super exclusive being a mascot, what would that be? What apart from those two main things?
Probably winning the FA Cup, watching it on TV at my grandparents' house, and then after the game, I thought to my dad, "Oh, we should go to the ground. I bet there'll be thousands of people." And we went, and there was just packed with people, chance after chance after chance.
It seems that sort of the right thing to win the FA Cup after all those years of failures.
I know all those lost
so
finals
close
against Tottenham.
Yeah. But to do it in this, for your age as well, to sort of see that, and you to tell your kids and the grandkids and such when you get older, assuming they'll be Leicester City fans when they grow up and such. So
yeah, I feel like I've got a bit lucky of when I've been born as a Leicester fan.
Yeah,
I've been born into winning Premier Leagues and FA Cups and Community Shields.
Yeah, you've seen some sights quite soon in your career as a fan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So looking ahead, what sort of players would you like to see join the squad in the next window? Obviously, we're into the season now, albeit it's not been so good so far.
No.
Which sort of players would you, if you were manager, or would you like to see bring into the club come January time to either
I
make
feel
a
like
difference or push?
We definitely need a right winger. So I thought Noni Madueke was the perfect signing in the summer until he got injured. But he's a great left-footed winger, which we always needed since Mara's left. And then I think we need a keeper, Jordan. I think it's not really realistic, but I like Jordan Pickford as a keeper. I feel like he's similar to Schmeichel with his reflexes and stuff like that.
Do you really think he'd leave Everton though if City weren't doing too great come January?
Sorry.
Do you think he'd leave Everton at sort of January window? Obviously, he's got his England spot to think about as well.
I feel like he really likes Everton now, and the fact that we're bottom of the league, we're not really a club that people want to come to. So
no, not exactly a draw.
As much
as
I'd love him to come to us, I doubt he'd come to us.
Obviously, you've been on the pitch as a mascot, but have you ever? Obviously, I assume you play football.
Yeah.
So have you ever had the opportunity to play on one of the schools finals or the tournaments that they have down there at the King Power in the close season?
I thought about this. I think before you walk out, you get to play like pass with Filbert Fox on the pitch. I think I did that, but I might be wrong. I think I did that before.
Okay, so a competitive match, not yet.
No, just some passing on the pitch with Filbert.
That's cool. Well, that's something to aspire to. I say they do sort of May, when the season's finished, May time, they have quite a few school competitions and tournaments that they have on there. So you may well find yourself having that opportunity as well to add to your scrapbook, as it were.
Yeah, I'd love to do anything like that. But
good. So outside of Leicester City Football Club, which player do you most admire and why?
Well, it's a bit of a boring answer, but I think Lionel Messi's just been my favourite player for years, since apart bar like Vardy from Leicester, because I always watch all the PSG Barcelona matches because I think he's just got it all as an attacker. Like he's got the creativity, the pace, the finishing, he's got everything as a player.
So this it sort of brings back the debate for Messi and Ronaldo again, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't stand that debate. Messi's so much better.
Well, we see a great deal of Ronaldo, and I think we see less of Messi. We've been fortunate enough to have Ronaldo over here. Messi, unfortunately, has never played over here.
Yeah, I wish he did though.
Yeah, I think it would have been nice at some point in his career to see him over here. We were fortunate again. So outside of Leicester City Football Club, which player do you most admire and why?
It's a bit of a boring one, but it's got to be Lionel Messi, just for his pure. He's got everything as an attacker: the dribbling, the passing, the shooting, the creativity. He knows the game so well, and he's just the best player the world's ever seen, in my opinion.
He's been a consistent player overseas. We haven't been fortunate enough to see him in the Premier League, where we have with Ronaldo. Thus, continuing with the debate of the Ronaldo Messi best player in the world, etc. The GOAT, as they call it, some people call them. We were fortunate enough to see Ibrahimovic at Manchester United for a short period of time.
Yeah, he was good goal scorer.
He was, a tough opponent to play against. It's a shame that we didn't see him when he was in his prime.
In his prime,
he would have been a different sort of probably player, perhaps. But
he was
still good to see him at some point. I would like to have seen Messi, or whether that's probably out of not likely to happen now, but I would have liked to have seen him at some point in the Premier League.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, we'll have to let that one go. Unfortunately, the next question: if you could select one player that you are aware of since you've become involved or liking football, any player from any era at their heyday in any time, playing now in the Leicester team, who would that be?
I think Gareth Bale. I've thought about Gareth Bale because he's just had everything as a right winger that we've always needed since Mara's left. He's left-footed, pacey winger, shots brilliant, passing, dribbling, brilliant attacker, really.
Yeah, another flair player. You like your flair players, don't you? Creative players.
Yeah, I do like my flair player.
Yeah, I mean, he was originally started out a left back, didn't he, Bale? And then he pressed on and became
with Southampton with Southampton and Tottenham.
Yeah, and now is he gone over to America, MLS?
He plays. He's at LA Galaxy now.
And again, what his sort of career went a bit stale. He went over to Real Madrid, and it sort of petered out after a couple of seasons, and it just
he just didn't get played. I don't know what it is. I think he fell out with the whole club really.
Which is a shame.
Me, I wouldn't have gone to a team like L. I would have gone Prem for like Southampton or something.
Yeah. But the wages, I think, were a bit of an issue for him because he was earning shed loads of money just for sitting there doing nothing.
Just to sit on the bench, yeah.
Crazy. Just coming to the end now. Food-wise, on a previous game, what would be your favourite half-time pie?
I mean, I don't really go for pie. I'm more of a sausage roll kind of person.
Another pastry person.
Yeah, I heard that. The last guy said that as well, didn't he? But I like sausage rolls, really.
That's fair play. Do you accompany it with the odd drink, maybe a Bovril or two, or?
I only drink water, which is a unique thing of mine. But yeah, I just go with water and a sausage roll.
I'm partial to a little bit of Bovril now and then. It does warm me up on a cold day.
Yeah, a bag of crisps maybe as well.
And finally, my last question. I had to change this one, obviously, because a pub question obviously isn't going to suit yourself.
Yeah.
But who would be your most disliked Leicester City manager over the time period that you're familiar with?
Claude Puel, because I feel like he didn't even speak English. He was just horrible. We were horrible to watch when we were bad. We got a few good results at Chelsea away, Man City at home. I remember those games, but he feels a bit like Brendan's now, but I can't say it's as worse because of what Brendan's done with us. So.
That's what people are sort of comparing the stats against each other and saying it's a poor state that we're in now and such. But we're not going to get into that discussion because there's plenty of other shows on the Leicester Fan TV that talk about that and discuss that. Yeah. So that's basically it. You know, we've got a different opinion from yourselves, different views, different experiences, and some ones to be jealous of as well with your match. Match day. And you know, so appreciate you coming on, Taylor. Thank you very much. It's great to get your views and opinion. This is obviously the Fox's Tales, speaking to the fans by a fan, and it's just something we're looking to do and just sort of let people know about people's different experiences. So thanks, Taylor. Appreciate that.
Thank you, mate.
Look forward to seeing you again at probably one of the games, and we'll look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Bye.